Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, and I am coming to you today to give you some lower extremity, low back mobility. I notice that a lot of times we're in a rush and we always got to get somewhere, and there's not any time to stretch after class because we don't make it or you literally have to go somewhere. So here's some things you can do at your house or in the gym when you have some extra time to get loosened up. But one of the things that's really going to help that soreness that comes usually a day or two later is good mobility. You gotta stretch and you have to roll, all right? Using that roller is gonna be huge, but I'm gonna give you a couple stretches today that's gonna hopefully help you out and get you loosened up. I really love these stretches because they are extremely effective, okay? So I'll show you with and without the band. All right, so one of the stretches we're gonna do is a hamstring stretch, all right? We do this with the band and without. So this is just a simple hamstring stretch. Bend one leg, foot is flat on the ground, other leg is straight, and I just try to keep my back as straight as possible. When I do this, I'm just trying to reach. I'm gonna hold this for 90 seconds to 2 minutes. The other variation of that is to do it with a band. I'm gonna get it real high in the crotch. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing. Kick that leg out, and then I'm going to let it pull my hip back as I stretch my hamstring, okay? This is great right here. Nice little hamstring stretch with a distractor from the hip. Another one, the groiner, okay? With or without the band. This is great. This will help you create more space and open up those hips and also help you loosen up that back. So you're gonna put it around mid-thigh, high knee area, and you're just gonna let it pull you open and sink into it, okay? You wanna get nice and low, let it just pull the hip open, just sit here, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. All right, this is called your groiner. Again, banded or unbanded, make sure it's pulling away from you. All right, lastly, you got some supine. This is great. You can go straight leg or you can go bent knee, totally up to you, but you gotta keep the shoulder blades on the ground. We're gonna bring that leg across the body. We're just gonna stay here. Keep the shoulder blades on the ground. That's the big key point here. All right, if you need to tuck your foot, you can, but you wanna stay here for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. So everything's gonna be 90 seconds to 2 minutes, all right? So just stick with that time frame. Do the left side, do the right side. You also have a forward fold. Okay, this one's extremely helpful in loosening up the low back, hamstrings, and your calves. All right, because sometimes it's not just in this general area. It can be down the river or up the river for issues, mobility problems, or any pain you may be going through. And then lastly, we have the Samson stretch, again, with or without the band. So without, we're just getting to a nice deep lunge. Okay, my knee is behind my hip. All right, now if I use the band, I'm gonna put it high in my glute, and I'm gonna do the same thing, but facing the band. So as I get here, put that pad under the knee if you need it, okay? Let it just pull you forward. If you wanna get a little psoas in there and open up that hip some more and really stretch it out, put your hand over your head like this, and look in the opposite direction. Squeeze this butt cheek. Give it a good flex. That will help stretch your psoas, your hip flexor, and will help loosen up the back a little bit. And then we have my favorite, external hip rotation. You can do this with or without the band. All right, so I'll show you without the band. You can do it elevated. So it's basically pigeon, however you want to look at it. Okay, it's an external hip rotation, but actually, so external hip rotation, I'm just gonna get here. I'm gonna move it around. Okay, that's your external hip rotation. Then you also have pigeon, okay? And you can band this up too, high in the glute, facing away. We're just gonna sit here for 90 seconds to 2 minutes. All right, and if you need to, you can put this under your butt for a little assistance. And that way, it's pulling your hip back, and you're still getting a great glute and low back stretch, okay, into the IT band as well. You can move in different positions and just continue to do these movements daily, especially if you're having some back problems, okay? And then you could always finish everything off with rolling, but at the very minimum, we should be trying to roll out after every class. Top to bottom, head to toe, especially those areas that really worked. So a lot of what I showed you guys today is for squatting and pulling exercises, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that mobility for today. Be sure to implement these things. If you have any questions, get with a coach, all right? Have a great day.